Clap your hands, everybody. Here he is. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hey, brother.
I was sad that I missed when you got the call to come be a member of the Grand Old Opry because I was on an airplane and it was your Ryman show. I didn't even know it was going to be the Opry show. I just knew it was your Ryman show and I wanted to be there because you sold out the Ryman.
Thank you very much, man. It was awesome.
And I sent you a text back as I can't be there. And I was on a flight and I saw Keith Urban came out and invited you to be a member of the Grand Old. And I just wanted to doubly punch myself.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? We all have things going on, and I totally understood, but I would have loved to have you there. It was an amazing night, and, you know, Keith was coming out to be my special guest, which was a surprise to people, but not to me. I knew he was coming to sing with me, but I didn't know that the invitation was coming.
You really didn't know?
No, and neither did Kelly, my wife. Like, and nobody knew except there were three people who knew. Tom Lord, my co-manager, John Esposito, and Sally from the general manager of the Opry, and that was it, and nobody else knew. Now, looking back, you know, when I invited Urban the first time to come sing with me, and we got that solidified that he was going to be coming, we shoot videos back and forth all the time of like YouTube, and I just sent him Tom Petty and Eddie Vedder doing The Waiting. And now looking back to my text message, it makes total sense because he knew, and I didn't know. And he texts back, he's like, "Wow, ironic. The waiting in capital letters truly is the hardest part." And I was like, what kind of message is that supposed to mean?
Urban sending you these.
so passive aggressive. That's weird. And so, but now looking back then, I was like, oh, okay, I get what he's trying to say. But man, it was, you know, I'm like the unsurprisable guy, and it's hard to surprise me, and that just took me by storm. And it was such a beautiful moment because I didn't know the Opry was filming in the Ryman that night secretively. I thought we were just doing content stuff because it was a sold-out Ryman show and whatever, and it's a home of the Grand Old Opry. So putting all that together and looking back on it, reflecting on it, was pretty amazing. And, you know, it was my dream come true to be on the radio having hit songs, and my other dream come true to be playing the Opry, let alone being a member. And now being invited to be a member, it's such a responsibility and it's such a blessing.
Let me talk about this. So Chris Janson is in with us right now. Chris Janson, to be inducted on Tuesday of next week, March 20th, into the Grand Ole Opry. You will be the Opry's youngest living member at 31 years old. Who is this guy? Hey, so talk about the Grand Ole Opry for a second. And we have listeners that are listening as far as, you know, Bakersfield and Sacramento up to Boston, and maybe they've never had a chance to learn about the Grand Ole Opry. So tell them about the Opry in just a brief little.
Sure. Well, thank you. So, guys, it's the first place that country music was wildly made famous. Okay, there used to be lots of radio road shows. Another one was called Louisiana Hayride. It's a place where Hank Williams, you know, was made publicly famous as far as on a big stage. The Grand Ole Opry was the home of country music, so it's called, and it was broadcasted through many different venues, including the Ryman and the Opry House now, you know, in Nashville, Tennessee, and a lot of different places. War Memorial, Municipal, all these things. But the bottom line is, it's a very small club, if you will, to be a member, and there's only like, you know, between 60 and 100, I believe, and it ranges all over the board, from bluegrass to traditional country to mainstream, you know, modern day on the radio country to all kinds of things, from Old Crow Medicine Show to me to Blake Shelton to Garth Brooks to Alan Jackson to George Jones to Dolly Parton. And it's a place where it's communal. I mean, we can all come there and we can share our talents and do what we do and play for a worldwide audience because it's, you know, broadcasted on 650 AM radio traditionally and always has been WSM. And so it's a pretty neat thing. Not only are you playing on the radio, but you're playing live to an audience in the house, and it's super amazing. I mean, you don't know what kind of crowds you're going to get, and it really teaches you entertainer skills, man. It really makes you hone in on what you do, and it makes you be better. And I think every artist could attest to that because you're playing for people who, you know, maybe don't know you, or, you know, maybe from a different country or whatever. So it's pretty interesting. That's
a funny thing you bring up, which, by the way, Chris has played it over 100 times, the Opry, and he's going to be a member. He's invited. He's going to play a song in a second too. We're going to do a little something here, but talking about, because I've been lucky enough to play the Opry 5 times now.
Yep.
And I'll do stand-up at the Opry. And you talk about a crowd, I have to be so on.
I've heard you do it. It's hilarious.
Well, no, because the crowd, some of the crowd, they don't know me. Some of the crowd's not in the age group that I'm used to talking to.
Yeah.
Because, you know, tourists from all over the world.
Correct.
Sometimes they're 90.
Yeah.
And here I go out there, tell my jokes. And I really have. You're right. I didn't think about that. You have to hit it so hard and accurately.
It's all demographics, and you have to be able to entertain the youngest of young kids and the oldest of old people. I mean, that's the real thing, and everybody in between. But it's a huge blessing because I like that because you're getting to learn how all kinds of people react to music, and it teaches you a lot. It's taught me a lot, and so that's one thing I've taken from it. Just being a guest peer, it's been pretty awesome.
Being inducted into the Opry on Tuesday, March 20th, he will be the Grand Old Opry's youngest living member at 31 years old. He's played the Opry over 100 times since making his debut in 2013. Which, by the way, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary here in Nashville. You were our very first ever guest on the whole show.
It's amazing, man.
Which is crazy how this whole thing worked out.
Thank you, by the way.
In general, because we have our whole history of this thing has been together.
Yeah, friendship, real friendship.
Crazy that you were. We didn't know you when you were our first guest.
Inside and outside of business. I remember the first time I met all y'all at the Hall of Fame. It was really amazing.
Our press conference.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, we got to get that crazy guy up to our studio to play.
And we just thought you were really cool. We were like, man, we like this guy and we like this team. What a great crew. And oh, by the way, congratulations on your ACM win. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much to everybody in here. That's a big honor. So, it's such a blessing to be winning, in our job. It's such a blessing for you and for me and everybody else.
We just want to stay on the air. You're
awesome.
winning. We're trying to just stay up.
Hey, you know what? You're doing a great job, man. It's good to listen to.
So, okay, Chris is here. So when you came in the first time, that just total transparency, I said, hey, that Chris Janson guy, he looks like he's pretty fun, like has energy. I said, let's just bring him in and make sure the equipment works.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did. We wanted to make sure that if someone came and played.
Can we have a live performance?
Yeah, we said, let's bring him into a live performance, our very first ever performance. And Chris came in and played Better I Don't.
Yeah.
So
love that song.
How about a verse and a chorus of Better I Don't? The song he played when we started
Done.
5 years ago. Chris Janson. Let's throw it back.
Hey. Well, I was wearing the cuffs when the warden said, tell me the truth. And I said, it's probably better I don't. And I was sitting on the stand. The judge said, just tell me what happened, man. I said, baby, it's probably better I don't. Well, I was minding my own business at 105, riding my Harley out of running blue lights. I was on the home stretch, rounding that last curve. Well, I ran out of gas, man, and when I learned it's better I don't, 'cause believe me, I will. I'll get looser than a line on a fishing reel. Damn it, don't do. I don't think I won't. Take it all off, turn it all on, get book, wild, hell, bent stone. Well, it's better I don't.
That's it. The first song ever on our show that played live by that was the song.
And I'm
that with
pretty
my
sure
wife.
for months after that, anytime you would say anything in the studio about doing something, we'd be like, better I don't.
Oh, man, thank you, man.
So then, I think, Hold On, I saw online. Was that before? Because that was up before Buy Me a Boat was.
Yeah. So hang on.
Because you played that. Hang on.
Correct. Yeah,
I'm sorry, hang on.
Same thing.
And I should know it because I've had you play it 10 times on the show.
Yeah, it's all good.
So if you don't mind, verse and a chorus of Hang On.
Done.
All right.
If you're feeling all alone, feeling like you're down and out, heart ain't got a home. Yeah, like you ain't got a shoulder to cry on. Hang on. You gotta throw your hands in the air, hear them angels sing. Just listen close, they're singing your song. Kick back and cast your cares, set your weary mind free. Your better days are coming along, so hang on.
A song It's so good. I love
So
it.
good.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
also embarrassed I called it the wrong name, but I don't care. I still
Oh,
love it.
it's the
Love
same
it.
thing.
Good work.
Hang on, hold on, who
Yeah,
cares?
So hold on.
Well, so then that happened. Well, then Chris goes, hey, because at this time we had formed a relationship, a friendship, and he says, hey, I have a new song coming out. I don't ever listen to new songs before. And I sent it to Raymond, our audio producer. I said, hey, Chris Janson, your record label had fallen apart. They went away.
Yeah.
And so he was unsigned. And I said, hey, Ray, if we have just 45 seconds, I want to play some of this Chris Janson song about a boat because I think it's really good.
Thank you.
And so I played it, and our listeners embraced it, and then you became the On the Verge artist, and it's #1. It changed your life. I was glad you kept us for the ride. It changed our life as a show.
Thank you, man.
And so here is a verse and a chorus of Buy Me a Freaking Boat.
That's
man.
it,
Here
buddy.
is.
Love it.
Well, I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Yeah, working like a dog all day ain't working for me. Oh, I wish I had a rich uncle that would kick the bucket. I was sitting on a pile like a Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with silver bullets. Well, now I know what they say. Money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat.
Man, that's crazy. Thinking about the history of that. Well, then Chris puts out this record called Everybody. I said, Chris, what's this mean? Who's this for? And he goes, well, it's for everybody. I was like, oh, okay.
That makes sense.
And the first song that comes
No
out
way.
is Fix a Drink, and it goes to #1.
See, thankfully.
Here we go again. Another #1. Chris Janson,
Thanks, man.
give some of that Everybody. Or no,
Fix a Drink.
Fix a Drink. There
From
we go.
the record,
From
everybody.
the record, Everybody.
For everybody.
There we go.
Well, it's hotter than hell outside right now. It's 100 in the shade when the sun beats down. Forecast calls for some more of the same. Well, I can't fix that, but I can fix a drink. Well, I can fix a drink, pour it on ice, mix it on up and get you feeling right. Well, I can get you buzzed, I can get you smiling, I can make it feel like you're sitting on an island. I can make it fruity, I can make it strong. All you gotta do is tell me what you want. Put it to your lips, take a little sip, tell me what you think. Yeah, I can fix a drink.
This guy, Chris Janson.
I like playing these, man.
It's a